Is that the time when you won the medal?
Yeah. So that day, my platoon commander went with us. He just decided he wanted to go with us that day, which is, whatever. He was really, really good platoon commander, so I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
So he went with us. We kind of made a mistake. I made a mistake and came out into the road, and we were just kind of standing there looking at where we needed to go next. And one of our other squads was a little bit down the way. Fire team was a little bit down. It was just me and my fire team. So me and 3 other guys, and then my platoon commander. So there was 5 of us. So another fire team was down the way a little bit, and we heard some shots popping off, whatever. And sometimes, like, you go into a house, shots pop off, the force gets eliminated. It's not that big of a deal. You hear shots popping off down the street pretty much every day. You don't really think anything of it.
Right.
It may make you a little bit more aware of, like, okay, they're here.
Right.
We got to keep our head on a swivel. But other than that, it's not anything to get extremely alarmed about. You're not, like, thinking, okay, here they freaking come. Like, and so we're just still standing out in the street. That's my bad. But so 2 of them come down the street. So it's kind of hard to lay it out, but so the bottom floors of these buildings a lot, they're kind of set up like shopping malls. So there's a hallway that tees in the inside underneath the big building.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're standing out in the street, and they come around the corner, and I'm the closest one to the corner, probably from me to that wall. Is the first guy that comes out. Maybe
5
just
yards.
maybe just a hair further. Maybe
less than
7
that.
yards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 5 to 7 yards. And so it's 2 of them. They come around the corner, and I don't really register it right away for whatever reason. And so they start shooting before I even get my gun up. Like, I'm like kind of in shock, like they got me, like they surprised me.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, oh shit. And so
I can imagine.
So they start shooting. The closest one to me.
What did that sound like? A little more intense than the going through the weeds.
Yeah, so you hear the report. If it doesn't get you, you hear the report. I mean, it's, and so even if it does,
laugh. It's
even
just
if it does get you, and you don't die, you're gonna hear the report. I mean,
Yeah.
and so, but you're gonna know you got if you got got.
Yeah.
And so he's standing, right there, and misses me. Probably gets off. I mean, he's got an AK, so, and they're fully automatic, so he probably gets off 5 or 6 shots before I even raise to shoot. And so he smooth misses me, but I don't miss him. and I had a 12 gauge with double aught in it.
Oh, dang.
Buckshot. And I hit him, right where it needed to be.
Yeah.
Right in the melon.
Oh, in the melon.
Yeah, I got it. I hit him right in the face.
Yeah.
And so he went down, and so the other guy took off around the other side.
I'm done.
The other guy took off around the other side, but when I turned around, 2 of my guys had been hit. So one of my guys got hit in the shoulder, which he was fine. He could still function, but Captain Colt was down. He was down.
Yeah.
He got hit in the side because he was turned, and so it hit him in the right butt cheek and went through the left, went all the way through the left, and then one went through the back of his helmet.
Oh.
Hit the back of his helmet and went through and didn't hit him. But so he was down. So I got him up. So at the same time that I was getting him up and over to the corner or over to a spot to get on the radio and call the medevac, I knew that other guy was going to come around in that hallway that tees right there. So I told those other guys to to get in that hallway and face that other way. And sure enough, he came around there, and they waylaid him right there. I mean, he didn't have a freaking chance in hell.
Yeah.
But so they, they got him.
Yeah.
And so then we medevaced and got Captain Colt out of there, so it had been a group of 4 guys. So our other fire team had got 2 of them before they all got out of there.
Gotcha.
And then the other 2 they were probably just as surprised as we were when they rounded that corner. But it was kind of, it was one of those deals that it probably could have been prevented. I mean, it's, weird situations.
Well, why didn't if the platoon commander is technically your boss,
Uh-huh.
I mean, he was standing there too.
Yeah, but he was just with me because I was a fire team leader, so he was
just kind of letting you take the lead.
Yeah.
He probably, though, as a leader himself, he probably took responsibility too.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah,
I mean, he wrote up that citation.
Yeah.
For the medal, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like, especially your second tour. You'd been in your second tour a while. It's down the street.
Yeah.
Like I could imagine like you guys are just like, oh, they got it, no big deal. And who would have thought? It's just probably by chance that them guys came around the corner.
Yeah,
they could have gone any direction.
They could have gone anywhere.
They probably, if they were fleeing, they obviously weren't looking for more of y'all.
No, otherwise, they were trying to get the hell out of there.
Otherwise, they would have just stayed and fought them first guys.
Yeah.
Why do you think that guy came back? The other one, if they were running.
I think he was trying to sneak around and try to get and do exactly what I thought he was going to do. Yeah. He was trying to get around the back of us.
Be a little hero.
Yeah.
In his little twisted way.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah, he was trying to get around the back on us.
So that was in that 2 months right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so then after that, we just kind of, just kept clearing houses until pretty much Fallujah was back to where it needed to be. And then we just kind of sat around at Camp Fallujah until...
If you had 6 in your first, how many do you think you had in your second?
How many firefights?
Yeah.
Oh, probably at least 20.
Dang.
Little small skirmishes. None of them were as big as some of those ones. Like we weren't...
Some of the 6.
Yeah, other than... Because since I missed that first 3 days of Fallujah 2, there wasn't... Other than...
Was that like intent? You've said that the way you worded it a couple times.